Cards in my car with our Posada. Really enjoyed the history about the baseballs in the Hall of Fame. All right there, Robert. Give me just a second here and I will get you your entry into the first in the live chat. All right. Just was right in the middle of doing some channel maintenance here. But I will be back. I am back in the chat. Let me get your entry into the September drawing, sir. Appreciate you being first in the chat today. And don't worry about not being in the live yesterday. I know you play me in the background when you do get a chance. Let me get into my wheel of names here and get you into today's entry. Looks like you're probably the only one because now it is 10:18 and you popped in at 10:17. So there we go. Cards in my car with our Posada. Got you in the wheel of names and boom. Saving the file right now and then I will be back in the chat with you in just a second. Hopefully you're having a good Friday today there, Robert. Hopefully you're up for another history lesson. Again, just slightly off there. There we go. All right. Let me see if I move that a little closer maybe. Well, there we go. Now I got the top of the blaster box for the 2020 Topps Archives baseball. We'll open that box up after our history lesson here. Nice. Thank you. No problem there, Robert. And if you can't talk, I know you're at work today, aren't you? Are you at work, or did they give you the day off, or what's up? Today has started good so far. Hope everything is going well for you as well. Yes, it is, Robert. Having a good day. Just have to have all of our windows closed. Kind of started. We had a little bit of a reprieve from some of the fires we had in eastern Washington, but now I guess there's this big cloud plume that's coming from California that went off into the ocean, and now the wind currents blew it up to Washington State. So now we're dealing with and I can look out my window and stuff and see an orange sun up there. Cloud hiding behind. It's not cloudy skies today, it's just smoke-filled skies. So not really pointing the finger at California. It's not California's fault that this fires started unless they were intentional fires. I don't know if they've discovered any of that yet. No, not working. I'm back in school. You're back in school? I never knew you were in school. You go to college there in Stockton there, Robert? Are you in college? Taking college classes? That's pretty cool. I had no idea you were doing that. But now I do. Appreciate giving me a heads up on that one. That is cool. You're back in school. Just like Ethan's Elvis Covers and More. I know I don't see you really much in Ethan's Elvis Covers and More's and his sales or anything like that. But we're going to hopefully have some fun today. We're going to go over some old timers as we're in our old timers back there. Yes, I'm back in college to be an IT specialist. Oh, there you go. IT specialist. That's kind of like the field my daughter wants to get into in the medical field, though, of course. She wants to become a medical IT specialist in the medical field, the IT department in the medical field. So, she's looking into taking classes and stuff like that down the road herself. And she's like in her mid-20s. So she's still young enough to do something like that. So that is cool there, Robert, that you are back in school. So are you full-time in school now? So you pretty much just, when school's off, is that when you go to work? That's awesome. Now I know better how to pray for you there, Robert. Pray that you do well in your studies also. It's funny, over time, that you slowly learn different aspects of people's lives through the channels here. But yeah, so in just a few minutes here, in 8 minutes, we're going to go over, yes, that's the same thing I'm going to school for. I hope to work for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser Permanente? That is cool. I was not aware of that there. That is very interesting there, Robert. So yeah, so for today we have our 1947 Hall of Fame inductees. And of course, we have the 4 Hall of Famers, and I went looking through my cards, and I was like, oh, wow, look at this. I got all 4 from the Panini products. I'll show you the back of this one. This is from the 2013 Panini Cooperstown baseball collection. It doesn't have all the Hall of Famers from back in the day, but it does have quite a few. And so I do have complete sets of these collections. But these are the ones that were in my Hall of Fame separation. Some extra cards, I guess you'd call it. From when I had opened up some, last year when I opened up some Panini 2013, and I think it was either 2012 or 2014 cards. But yeah, so I'm just going to share these, and at least I had all their baseball cards for Mickey Cochran, Frankie Frisch, Lefty Grove, and Carl Hubbell. So, and then I kind of ran out of space for the title, so in the description I put in here that we're going to put that information there. So just to give people a heads up, I know you're the only one with me right now there, Robert, but pretty much when you do see my scheduled streams and stuff, you can go into the description of the videos, and you will see where I do put more information about, say, the content at time, like I got in here in the description for this video, a few little lines for Mickey Cochran, a few for Frankie Fresh, Lefty Grove, Carl Hubbell, and then after that I says, after the Hall of Fame inductees, we will be opening a 2020 Topps Archives blaster box. So I do include things in my description of the video. And hopefully you enjoyed that other series there that I'm going to be doing on Thursdays there, Robert. I kind of have to do it in a roundabout way, so hopefully it turns out. You probably just have to turn your volume up to be able to hear it in the background. I might have to raise the volume up. If I was recording it today, that'd be fine because I got my window closed and my neighbors wouldn't hear it blaring away here. Taking all my classes online. Oh, okay. So when you're doing it online like that, is it with the instructors, or is it just kind of like self-paced? Can you just kind of work on it when you want to throughout the day? Or just kind of curious, because I know my kids, when they went through doing their homeschooling and stuff, they could pretty much, they would get in the DVDs and do the DVD classroom stuff, so they could do it all self-paced. Of course, now they have it where you just watch the modules online, so you can do that at your own pace also. That's what my son did with high school. Matter of fact, that's what my son did for his second master's degree he just got in music education. He did it through Bob Jones University. He lives down in Pensacola, Florida. And he did everything online, and he graduated and got his second master's degree from Bob Jones University. So now my son said he's going to take a few years off before he goes for his doctorate. And lo and behold, the other day he let out his secret and stuff. He was mainly doing it. So he teaches in a Christian academy, but when you do have additional degrees, they give you a pay raise because they know you could go work somewhere else instead of staying with them. So now that he got his second master's degree, he's got a bachelor's and 2 masters. He got a pay raise from work. So that was a blessing in disguise, and I wasn't aware of that. He told me. But yeah, it's just fun to be able to learn different things about different people as they're going through. Like Ethan's Elvis covers and more. He's back in school. He's going to become an educator, a school teacher, which I think that is very cool and admirable, kind of like my son with his master's degree. So let me see here, make that look a little nicer, move this up a hair. Sorry, oops, no, I bumped it. That was good. There, just kind of adjust some of that stuff a little bit, make it look a little nicer. And we've got about just over 2 more minutes to go, and we will get into our content at hand, and then we will go into this 2020 Topps Archives Baseball. 57 total trading cards included in the box. So do love online classes. It works for you. Yeah, it does. It gives you a little bit more freedom, and then you're definitely being social distance, that's for sure, right? So not bad. So we got about 1 minute to go, and then right at 10:30 sharp, I'll get into the content at hand. Oh my word, my wife showed up. Break time. Here to support you, sweetie. She goes to work at 9 She starts at 9 a.m. She leaves the house about 8:45 to drive to work. Doesn't take her that long to get there. She just doesn't want to be late. Thanks for popping in here for a minute there, sweetie. Don't get in trouble now. Make sure you just, once your break time's done, just listen to your music like you usually do on your phone or something. But we're less than a minute to go here, and then we will get into our content at hand. All right. So as soon as my computer clicks over to 10:30, I'll know we'll be at 10:30 sharp. We've got 3 people watching, 3 thumbs up. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, 4 people watching now. 4 thumbs up. We're rolling along there. And it is 10:30. So I'm going to get started here with our content at hand for today. So let me refresh the chat so I know where I left off, even though it's just me and Robert basically talking right now. I know my wife will be gone any minute. So let's get into our 4 Hall of Famers for today. We'll be starting off with Mickey Cochran here. We'll be starting off with Mickey Cochran. I'll put him front and center so everybody knows who we are doing in my usual fashion here. So Mickey Cochran, Gordon Stanley Cochran, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1947. His primary team was the Philadelphia Athletics, who did move to California and became the California Athletics. And his primary position was a catcher. All right, so the greatest catcher of them all, Mickey Cochran was said Hall of Fame pitcher Lefty Grove of his longtime Philadelphia Athletics battery mate. All right, Gordon Mickey Cochran was a fiery catcher nicknamed Black Mike for his fierce competitive spirit, who helped lead his teams to 5 pennants and 3 World Series crowns during his 13 big league seasons. He spent his first 9 years with the Connie Mack A's, capturing the American League flags from 1929 to 1931, with Fall Classic titles coming in 1929 and 1930. Sold for $100,000 to the Detroit Tigers. I like how back in the day they used to say he was sold to the Detroit Tigers after the 1933 champion to become player manager, and he promptly led his new team to the top of the junior circuit his first 2 seasons and a world championship in 1935. He showed us how to get a man on first, move him over to third, and then get him in. We needed somebody to take charge and show us how to win, and that's what Mickey did, said Tiger slugger Hank Greenberg. He was an inspirational leader. He'd been on 3 pennant winners, and winning was a way of life with him, a winning spirit that was really infectious. He was the greatest fighting spirit on the ball field, and he'd go through a brick wall to catch a ball. Cochran was the greatest inspirational leader, said Tigers Hall of Fame second baseman Charlie Gehringer. Boy, he was a hard loser, the hardest loser I think I ever saw. He wouldn't stand for any tomfoolery. He wanted everybody to put out as hard as they could, and he set the example himself. Always hustling, always battling. Cochran was in charge out there. Winner of the American League's Most Valuable Player Award in 1928 and 1934, Cochran finished with a .320 career batting average and a career best .357 coming in 1930. But it was his handling of pitchers which impressed those around him. Hardly ever shook him off, Grove said. If Mickey was living today, he'd tell you I only shoot him off about 5 or 6 times all the years he caught me. Funny, before I'd even look at him, I had in my mind what I was going to pitch, and I'd look up and there'd be Mickey's signal. I just what I was thinking, like he was reading my mind. That's the kind of catcher that he was. Cochran's playing career came to an abrupt halt at the age of 34 when he was hit in the head by a fastball from Yankees pitchers Bump Hadley on May 25, 1937. Cochran survived the fractured skull, which one doctor reported the x-rays looked like a road map, but never played another big league game. Cochran was elected into the Hall of Fame in 1947, and he passed away on June 28, 1962. There were few things as exciting as watching somebody trying to get in there on a close play with Cochran. Home plate was his, you see. You had to take it away from him. Tough, just the same as a piece of flint, said Doc Kramer. All right, then as far as his career stats and career at a glance, he played in 1,482 games, had 5,169 at-bats, 1,041 runs, 1,652 hits, 333 doubles, 64 triples, 119 home runs, 830 RBIs, 64 stolen bases, 857 walks. He had a career batting average of .320, an OPS of .897, on-base percentage of .419, and a slugging percentage of .478. During his playing years, he played for the Philadelphia Athletics from 1925 to 1933 and the Detroit Tigers from 1934 to 1937. During his managing years, he managed the Detroit Tigers from 1934 through 1938, the same time he played for the team. So there you have it, our first inductee for 1947 of the 4 that were inducted, Mickey Cochran. All right, put him back in the lineup back here and bring up our next Hall of Famer, Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch. Okay. Frankie Fresh, Frank Francis Frisch. Boy, I guess they could nickname him the Triple Fs. Frank Francis Frisch, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1947. His primary team was the St. Louis Cardinals, and he was a second baseman. If I needed one player to do the job of winning the game I needed to win, that player would be Frank Frisch, said Joe McCarthy. Frankie Frisch was a collegiate sports superstar, playing for Fordham University's baseball, basketball, football, and track teams. His remarkable speed would earn him the nickname Fordham Flash. Frisch would not finish his undergraduate career with Fordham, however, instead choosing to sign a contract with the New York Giants in 1919. The Giants wasted no time with Frisch, placing him directly on the Major League squad instead of seasoning him in the minors. At first glance, the effort seemed to be a failure. Frisch hit only .226 in an abbreviated season, but in 1920, Frisch rewarded the Giants' investment. In his first full season, Frisch hit .280 and drove in 77 runs to go along with 34 stolen bases. His effort in 1921 would prove even better, as Frisch batted .341 and stole 49 bases to lead the National League. He would capture 2 more stolen base titles in 1927 and 1931, but not with the New York Giants. Despite winning back-to-back World Series with the Giants in 1921 and 1922 and being named captain by manager John McGraw, Frisch's time in New York would come to an unceremonious end. After a Giants loss in the latter half of the 1926 season, McGraw argued with Frisch in front of his teammates, and Frisch responded by leaving the team and heading home to New York City. He would eventually return to the Giants, but McGraw and Frisch's relationship was never the same. The Giants would trade Frisch, along with pitcher Jimmy Ring, to the St. Louis Cardinals for Rogers Hornsby after the 1926 season. In 1927, Frisch, always known for his stellar glove work, posted one of the best defensive efforts ever, setting the record for most assists in a single season by a second baseman with 641. He also won the National League Most Valuable Player Award with the Cardinals in 1931, while helping them capture the World Series both that year and in 1934. Frisch was named the Cardinals player manager in 1933 and later managed the Pirates and the Cubs, posting a career record of 138 wins and 1,078 over 16 seasons. Frisch was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1947, and he passed away on March 12, 1973. His range was such that he played second base, some of center field, and a slice of right field too, said sports writer Damon Runyon. His career stats and career at a glance: he played in 2,311 games, had 9,112 at-bats, 1,532 runs, 2,880 hits, 466 doubles, 138 triples, 105 home runs, 1,244 RBIs, 419 stolen bases, 728 walks. He had a career batting average of .316, an OPS of .801, an on-base percentage of .369, and a slugging percentage of .432. During his playing years, he played for the New York Giants from 1919 to 1926, the St. Louis Cardinals from 1927 to 1937. During the same time he was playing for the Cardinals, he also managed them from 1933 to 1938. And then he managed the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1940 to 1946, and then the Chicago Cubs from 1949 to 1951. So there we have it, our second Hall of Famer for 1947, Frankie Frisch. All right, let me move him back in the regular lineup. Now batting third for the 1947 Hall of Fame inductees, Lefty Grove. Lefty Grove is up to bat now. Let's hear the biography for his Hall of Fame induction for Lefty Grove. Robert Moses Grove, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1947. Primary team was the Philadelphia Athletics, and his primary position was a pitcher. All right, there was a time a few years back when the Boston Red Sox then spring training facility in Fort Myers, Florida, included a hallway adorned with a collection of framed black and white photos devoted to the team's many legends. We were talking serious eye candy for the serious fan, from Ted Williams and Bobby Doerr to Carl Yastrzemski and Jim Rice, except that one of the photographs was a real stumper. The old-time old-timey image showed a left-handed batter in his follow-through, seemingly taking the ball the other way, as good hitters will do. Given that it was a photo of one of the team's all-time greats, you'd have thought people would have instantly identified the player's name. The problem, alas, is that it was a trick photo of sorts. The Hall of Famer shown taking the ball the other way was a .148 career hitter whose real contribution to baseball is that he is perhaps the best left-handed pitcher in history. His name was Robert Moses Grove, or as he's better known as Lefty Grove. He didn't win as many games as Warren Spahn or emerge as a national phenomenon after baseball had moved into the television age, as was the case with Sandy Koufax. He wasn't an annual World Series fixture as Woody Ford was, but Grove was so good that he did that. Even his status as a 300-game winner seems underwhelming when one takes a closer look at his numbers. Grove pitched just 17 seasons in the big leagues, 9 of them with the old Philadelphia Athletics, 8 of them with the Red Sox. He broke in with Connie Mack's Athletics in 1925, though at times injured and at times erratic and at times even considered overrated. He led the American League in strikeouts in his rookie year. He would go to lead the American League in Ks his first 7 seasons. He had the lowest ERA in the American League of 9 of his 17 seasons, and in 7 of those seasons he was a 20-game winner, not counting 1931 when he went 31-4. During a 6-season stretch from 1928 to 1933, he went 152-41, and in 2 of those seasons, 1930 and 31, he won a pitching triple crown by leading the league in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. Grove went 300 wins and 141 losses for his career, giving him a 6.680 winning percentage, the highest among members of the 300-win club. His 9 ERA titles are the most of any pitcher in history. Yet Grove is sometimes overlooked. Part of the reason might be that he lacked the oversized personality of Babe Ruth, Dizzy Dean, and other stars from the Roaring '20s and beyond. Kevin's card collecting is in the house. Sorry I missed that, Kevin. I didn't notice the chat move out of the corner of my eye. Thanks for popping in, Kevin. But Lefty's legacy also suffers for the simple fact that he had his finest seasons for a team that no longer exists. The Philadelphia Athletics were relocated to Kansas City after the '54 season and then on to Oakland after the 1967 season. Grove did have some fine seasons with the Red Sox. He won 4 ERA titles in his 8 seasons and was wearing a Sox uniform on July 25th, 1941 at age 41. He pitched Boston to a complete game 10-6 victory over the Cleveland Indians in Fenway Park for his 300th win. Future Hall of Famer Ted Williams, playing in his 3rd big league season, hit a 5th-inning home run to help Grove achieve his milestone victory, which turned out to be the last of his career. Grove's career numbers are also limited by the fact that he did not debut in the big leagues until he was 25. He logged 5 seasons with the Baltimore Orioles of the International League at a time when the O's were not affiliated with any major league team. Grove went 108-36 in those 5 seasons before Orioles owner Jack Dunn finally sold his contract to Connie Mack and the A's. Grove was elected into the Hall of Fame in 1947, and he passed away on May 22nd, 1975. His fastball was so fast that by the time you made up your mind whether it would be a strike or not, it just wasn't there anymore, said Charlie Gehringer. As far as his career stats and career at a glance, he pitched in 616 games, gave up 3,849 hits, 1,594 runs. He pitched in 3,940 and 2/3 innings, 300 wins, 141 losses, again giving him a winning percentage of .680. Games started 457, 3.06 ERA, 298 complete games, 35 shutouts, a whip of 1.278, 54 saves, gave up 1,339 earned runs, 1,187 walks, and 2,266 strikeouts. So there you have it, our third Hall of Famer for 1947, Lefty Grove. Let me move him back in place here, in prominence, and move up to bat our last Hall of Famer for 1947, Carl Hubbell. Carl Hubbell. All right. Pop in the chat. Nothing new. Before I get into my last guy here, I'm going to take me a sip of water. Wet my whistle a little bit because I got a little bit more reading to go before we move into our blaster box. Okay. So let's move into Hall of Famer number 4 for 1947. Again, Carl Hubbell. Carl Owen Hubbell, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1947. His primary team was the New York Giants, and primary position was pitcher. Carl Hubbell is best known for his standout single-game performances, the most memorable one being during the 3 innings he spent on the mound in the 1934 All-Star Game. But Hubbell's career featured more than just electric moments. His consistent excellence during one of the game's most prolific offensive ages made Hubbell one of the most revered pitchers of his time. First, the All-Star Game on July 10, 1934, in the Polo Grounds, Hubbell wrote himself some baseball history by striking out the final 3 men of the first inning and the first 2 of the second. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin all fell victims to Hubbell's pinpoint control and awesome screwball, a reverse curve that broke in toward lefties and away from right-handed batters. Haley Deegan, NASCAR fan and Cardinals fan, 1990. How are you doing today? Thanks for popping into the live stream. Appreciate you being here today, Haley. All right. Prior to that game, though, the Southpaw had another single-game stunner on July 2nd, 1933. He threw 18 scoreless innings and allowed only 6 hits to beat the Cardinals 1-0 at the Polo Grounds. He retired St. Louis in order in 12 of those innings, striking out 12 along the way without giving up a walk. Nicknamed the Meal Ticket, Hubbell totaled 253 career wins and a 2.98 ERA in 3,590 and a third innings pitched. From 1933 to 1937, he had 5 straight 20-win seasons, helping his team to 3 pennants and a World Series championship. In the 1933 Fall Classic, Hubbell pitched 2 complete game victories, one of them an 11-inning 2-1 win. The run against him was unearned. In his 6 career World Series starts, the lefty went 4-2 with 32 strikeouts and a 1.79 ERA. In 1936, Hubbell was the first ever unanimous pick for the National League Most Valuable Player Award with a 26-6 record. Hubbell finished the regular season with 16 straight victories, leading the Giants to the World Series. He pushed the winning streak to 24 games, an all-time record during the 1937 season. When his playing days were done, Hubbell remained in the game as a talent evaluator in the Giants organization for more than 30 years. Hubbell was elected into the Hall of Fame in 1947, and he passed away on November 21st, 1988. He could throw strikes at midnight. I never saw another pitcher who could fascinate the opposition the way Hubbell did, said Billy Herman. His career stats and career at a glance. He pitched in 535 games, gave up 3,461 hits, 1,380 runs, scored innings pitched 3,590 in a third innings, 253 wins, 154 losses, giving him a winning percentage for his career of .622. 433 games started, an ERA of 2.98, 260 complete games, 36 shutouts, a whip of 1.166, 33 saves, 1,188 runs, 725 walks, and 1,677 strikeouts. He played his entire career for the New York Giants from 1928 to 1943. So there you have it, our fourth and final Hall of Famer for today, Carl Hubbell. All right, let me put Carl back here for a second here. Do my little wrap up. So we did Mickey Cochran, Frankie Frisch, Lefty Grove, and Carl Hubbell for our Hall of Fame inductees for today. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the history lesson portion. And now we will get ready and get all the stands put in place for our 2020 Topps Archives Baseball. All right. So let me put our Hall of Fame cards away. Set these off to the side, and I'll put them back where they belong in my Hall of Fame separation box. And then we will move this up here out of the way for now as I line up my stands. Okay. I think I moved over this way somewhere. That way when I put the packs down over here, we've got a good place to go here. Alright, so hopefully you guys are ready to see if we can find some heat in this box here. There we go. Use my Leavenworth knife that Kevin gave me when he was here on vacation with me. I always forget how to close this thing. Alright, Leavenworth, Washington. My new brake knife for my channel for when I open up products. So thank you, Kevin, for that. Probably even see Kevin maybe use his today when he opens up some product on his stream. Don't forget, Kevin's got a stream this afternoon at, trying to remember, I seen it scheduled, I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific time. So it'll be 6 p.m. East Coast time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up this box and pull out our packs. All right, set this box in the background here. All right, we'll have that in the back here, watching over us. Or no, here, I'm gonna put it. When we're opening it, I should lay it down long ways. How's that sound? There we go. That looks much better. That way you can see my Ken Griffey Juniors that Kevin gave me when he was here visiting on vacation. Never know. We might have some new experience coming up early November this year. We'll see. Don't want to let anything else out of the bag there. Brewers cards forever. Hello. Find some fire, Donald. That's the plan. Hopefully, maybe one of these we'll get an autographed box topper. That would be cool. All right, I'm going to put this right near me. I'm going to keep an eye on it with my rookie card in the background there. Let's lay these packs out. So we'll go through these 7 packs. Just kind of lay these out so we can see as we progress through the box. Don't mind me for being silly and nice and neat. I get that from my wife. She likes me to straighten things up when I'm done. Keep the house looking nice. All right. There we go. We've got our 7 packs laid out. We've got our topper here. That'll go last. And let me scooch this over a little bit. Oh, I guess you're holding up the topper there. There we go. I think I got all the stands. I got everything set up. Let's start gripping and ripping. Let me refresh the chat so I know where I've got and where I've left off as far as recognizing the chat as it goes through. So starting out with pack number 1. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your day. Okay. So we got Dion Sanders here. Dion Sanders. All right. These are our 19, let's see, make sure I'm saying it right, 1955 cards. Boom, there we go. We got a Bo Bichette rookie card there. Bo Bichette rookie card with a Toronto Blue Jays. All right, then we've got Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb with our 1974 archive cards. There we go. Willie McCovey with the San Francisco Giants. Willie McCovey. Hyun Jin Ryu with the Toronto Blue Jays pitcher. Put him behind the Hall of Famers there. Then we've got, boom, look at that, rookie card. Isn't that Marquis Grisham? No, Trent Grisham, outfielder for the San Diego Padres. Our first insert card there. And then we got a Miguel Cabrera with the 2002 tops and a Yu Darvish with the 2002 tops. All right. So far, the Bo Bichette is probably top on the list. Moving on to pack number 2. Justin Verlander on the back there. Here we go. Sean Murphy, rookie card, catcher for the Oakland Athletics. Sean Murphy. Then we got Whit Merrifield with the Kansas City Royals. DJ LeMahieu with the New York Yankees. All right. Then we got Corey Kluber with the Texas Rangers. Corey Kluber. Then we've got Gleyber Torres for the New York Yankees, shortstop. And our next insert card is Victor Robles of the Washington Nationals, All-Star Rookie Gold Cup card, 60 ARVR. Then we've got, boom, there we go, Aaron Judge with the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge. And for the 2002 tops, and Justin Verlander with the 2002 tops. So nothing earth-shattering yet, but still fun nonetheless as I strive to get the cards I'm missing for this set. All right, let's continue on here. Jorge Solar, designated hitter for the Kansas City Royals. Shin-Soo Choo, designated hitter outfielder for the Texas Rangers. Zach Greinke with the Houston Astros pitcher. All right. Then, knock the whole stack down there. Pay attention, Blondell. All right. There we go. Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher rookie card for Tony Gonsolin. Clayton Kershaw with the Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher. And then we've got Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer for the New York Mets catcher. No insert cards out of this pack. Steven Strasburg with the Washington Nationals. And Manny Machado. Manny Machado for the San Diego Padres. Shout out to Kevin's card collecting and more there for his San Diego Padres. Going to be fun tonight. My Seattle Mariners are playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. So me and Kevin are going to be probably watching from separate houses tonight when the game's played. That'll be fun. Nolan Aronado, third baseman for the Colorado Rockies. Boom, there we go. Mike Trout for the California Angels outfielder. Boom, there we go. Frank Robinson with the Baltimore Orioles outfielder. Boom, there we go. Randy Johnson with the Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher. Put him on top there as a Hall of Famer. Zach Gallen with the Diamondbacks pitcher. Rookie card. Oh, there we go. Sports Extra. CC in Milwaukee pitcher. CC Sabathia. That's for our 76 throwback Sports Extra insert card. Put CC Sabathia right back there. Then we got Ryan Howard with the Philadelphia Phillies in our 2002 tops. And then Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk. I think that's our first Hall of Famer in the 2002s there. Verlander, Judge, Darvish. Yeah. Carlton Fisk, our first Hall of Famer in the 2002 set. All right, moving on now to pack number 5. Pack number 5. You said let the best team win, so I'll go ahead and say congratulations now. Well, yeah, I know the Mariners are doing better than the Diamondbacks this year, but you never know, Kevin. You never know. Oh, boom. Aristides Aquino. AA. Oh, not quite AAA, but AA. No. His rookie card for the Cincinnati Reds. Boom. Tom Glavine. Is that our first Hall of Famer for this series, too? Dion Sanders, Sean Murphy, Whit Merrifield, DJ LeMahieu, Jorge Solar. I think that's our first Hall of Famer in the 1955 set. Tom Glavine. Sorry, there are rookie cards. I'm going to have to put... oh, there we go. Back-to-back Hall of Famers. Hank Aaron with the Milwaukee Brewers. All right. Just pulled one of these Hank Aarons yesterday. Nice to have a second one in my collection now. Guy Giancarlo Stanton with the New York Yankees outfielder. All right. Again, I always put Hall of Famers in front. Brooks Robinson with the Baltimore Orioles, third baseman. Ooh, I don't have this one yet. Mr. Smile. He's at the dentist's office. That's a cool looking card. Where's Sally Lloyd? She hasn't been here in a while. She'd like that one. He's got a big smile. Of course, he's at the dentist's office. That's why. Francisco Lindor. All right. I don't have that one in. I like the way they do the high numbers in the set. So I'm looking forward to getting all 25 of these high numbers in the set. So this is 1 through 100. This is the 101 to 200, and then this is the 201 to 300, and then 301 to 325 is this short print subset here. Pretty cool though. I like that. Mr. Smile. All right, now we got a Barry Larkin with the Cincinnati Reds, Hall of Famer, and Ryan Braun with the Milwaukee Brewers for our 2002 tops. Now I tumbled that one down. Gotta watch your fingers. You gotta lift up ball before you move forward. Oh, let's see. Hold on. We're getting things off the screen there. Let me scoot you over just a hair. There we go. 2 more packs. Pack number 6. Let me refresh the chat real quick here. All right. Pack number 6. Still trying to find a heat card. Any heat cards? No heat cards, huh? Larry Doby, Hall of Famer with the Cleveland Indians outfielder. Larry Doby. Wade Boggs. Now we're getting some Hall of Famers. Wade Boggs with the Boston Red Sox. All right. Next we got Christian Walker with the Arizona Diamondbacks, first baseman. Shout out to Kevin for his Diamondbacks. DBs, Diamondbacks. All right, Danny Jansen with the Toronto Blue Jays catcher. And then Trey Mancini. Pray for Trey. Baltimore Orioles outfielder. All right, our insert card we have in this pack, Grade A Astros, Alvarez and Altuve. I don't believe I've got this one yet, but we will now. All right, put that one right behind Mr. Smile there. And then we got Rafael Devers with the 2002 Topps Red Sox. And Johnny Cueto with the San Francisco Giants 2002 Topps. All right, here's our chance. Last pack magic, maybe. Last pack magic. Pack number 7 before we open up the box topper. Michael Conforto on the back. All right. So let's see who we get here. Jim Thome with the Cleveland Indians first baseman, Hall of Famer. Then we got Seth Brown, rookie card for the Oakland Athletics. Seth Brown. And I just did it again. And one more card here. I'm going to rip that off there. Let me get that edge too, because that one will peel off soon too. All right. Alex Young, rookie card for the Arizona Diamondbacks. See if I can get him in the back there without tumbling it. There we go. Buster Posey for the San Francisco Giants, catcher. Chris Davis with the Oakland Athletics, designated hitter. Here's our insert card. Eloy Jimenez, Chicago White Sox Gold Cup card for the White Sox. Put him in the back right here. Insert card. And then Randy Arozarena with the Tampa Bay Rays rookie card, 2002 Topps. And Michael Conforto with the New York Mets, 2002 Topps. There we go. No autographs, no serial numbered cards. That's okay. They are harder to find in these blaster boxes. I think you'd probably find more in the hobby boxes. But I decided not to invest in that product for this one. I'm pretty sure when we get, by the time I get through all these, I can probably hopefully have a complete set and then some cards available for a sale down the road. Sorry, I'm just turning the card around so I can do a reveal here. I kind of seen who it is, but let's see if you guys can figure it out. All right, looks like it's a Colorado Rockies. I don't know if there's any Colorado Rocky fans out there. Colorado Rocky fans, and the winner is, anyone know who that guy might be? Can you see his face yet? Get enough light on him there, that way you can really see him. All right, any guesses? He must be on deck there, swinging with the sometimes they call it a donut. Looks like a drink koozie. But that's to put some weight on there for when you hit the ball. Third baseman Nolan Aronado with the Colorado Rockies is our box topper card there. So there we have it. Nolan Arenado with the Colorado Rockies. Oh, that's right. Usually I read the back of this, see why they chose him as the box topper. 1 swing, 2 goals. Arenado caps cycle with a winning home run. As if hitting for the cycle wasn't special enough, Nolan Arenado summoned a fantastic finish on June 18th, 2017. The Colorado Star got the triple out of the way in the first inning, then singled in the 4th and doubled in the 6th. After striking out in the 7th, Nolan came up with the runners on the corners and 1 out, his team trailing the Giants 5-4. He stroked a 3-run shot to left, simultaneously completing the cycle and winning the game 7-5. Nolan became just the 6th player in history to conclude a cycle with a walk-off home run. That is pretty cool. So that's why they made that box topper for Nolan Aronado. They always have some reason for putting the special box topper in the box. So that's why I will not hesitate to read the back of the card to share that bit of baseball history with you. So there we have it. Arenado. There you go, Kevin. So other than that, I will turn the camera around, say my signature goodbye for today, and you can go ahead and advertise there, Kevin. You're going to be live at 3 o'clock this afternoon, right? I believe you're live at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is when you are going live. I'll give you one clue as to why I'm wearing this ball cap today. I want to know if anybody out there can figure out why I'm wearing this ball cap today. And then I'll show you the t-shirt I'm wearing in honor of it too. I'm pretty sure most people that do pay attention to anything that's patriotic, I know it was a sad day in American history, but it does have and will continue to have a patriotic meaning for everything that took place after that moment in history in the United States. So I'll wait to see if somebody in the chat can say what took place 19 years ago today. That's why I'm wearing this hat. I proudly served our military. But if you reflect back, what were you, I know the different questions get asked. Can you remember what you were doing that day? I'd like to see if anybody that's still here with me, watching, able to comment, what were you doing that day? There we go. Fairfield Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Last of the Left Behind special. Have 2 trifold packs along with my Fairfields. There we go. So that's what Kevin's doing for his live stream today. But terrorist attack, U.S. soil. I was at work. Yeah, 9/11, September 11th, 2001. I'll always remember it as it happened on 9/11, 2001. It was like making that 9/11 call. Houston, we have a problem. And they showed so many different aspects and videos that were taken of that day and stuff, but the one that'll stick in my head is when the dispatcher was trying to contact them saying they were already at the scene, and then they said they just had another plane hit the other tower. But where was I when that happened? I was watching the news in the morning before I went to work that morning, because it happened on the East Coast, and it was just before I left for work. And of course, when I was driving to work, I was listening to it on the radio and stuff, and that's when the second plane hit the other tower, and that's when everybody was wondering what was going on. And then of course the Pentagon, and then the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania because it got diverted from going somewhere else. But yes, I was working for the United States Postal Service. I was a fairly new carrier at that time frame. So that was very interesting in itself too. But I was driving into work when I heard the announcement over the radio. Yeah, there you go, Kevin. I figured you might be too about that time frame. But you were somewhere else in the country, right? I think you were probably on the East Coast when that happened. Were you closer to on the East Coast, or? But interesting. But yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do my... Oh, let me show you the t-shirt I'm wearing today. All right. Proud to be an American. That's me. Again, I've mentioned it many, many times, and whenever there is a holiday that I'm doing a live stream, I was down in Nogales, Arizona. There we go. Nogales, Arizona for Kevin. So yes, that's my t-shirt I'm wearing today, along with my baseball cap. United States Navy, retired, proudly served. I proudly served my country from 1978 to 1998 is when I served in the Navy, and then from 1998 to 2018 I served our country in the United States Postal Service. So I served our country 40 years proudly in uniform. Sometimes you just never forget exactly. And I am proud to be an American. Red, white, and blue all the way through. So, just want to go ahead and leave you on a party note. This has been Donald Blomdahl, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington for our Hall of Fame Friday content. Hopefully you enjoyed the content, and then opening up the blaster box for the Topps 2020 Topps baseball card, 2020 Topps Archives baseball cards that we shared here. I did really like that. I will turn the camera back around before I do my sign off today so you can see the cards that we did pull in the stream today, including Mr. Smile here. I'll show you, just go through the inserts real quick. Mr. Smile, Francisco Lindor, Alvarez and Altuve, Grade A Astros, the Victor Robles Gold Cup card, the San Diego Padres Grisham rookie card, the CC Sabathia in Milwaukee, and an Eloy Jimenez Gold Cup card. So those were our insert cards that we did get here. I thought this Mr. Smile red, white, and blue candy cane look was pretty good. I like it. Mr. Smile candy canes in a dentist's office with sweets. Just something you ponder on, that's for sure. So again, have a great and wonderful Friday, and just thumbs up if you didn't do it before you leave the stream. Thumbs up for me. And then we will see you, hopefully some of you, in Kevin's stream this afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. On the East Coast. So until tomorrow for my next series, which will be my my Grand Slam Saturdays. All right, I'll be doing my next episode in my Grand Slam Saturdays tomorrow, going through the next set in the Denny's Grand Slam baseball cards. All right, so you all have a great and wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, take it easy, Donald. Have a great weekend, and never forget exactly. Thanks there, Brewers Cards. All right, so we will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.